What's going on, guys? So storytelling is a very good niche when it comes to making videos, and a lot of people out there want to start YouTube channels that wouldn't involve them showing their faces. Rather, they would prefer to just have their ideas out there. So this tool is perfect for that if you're into something like that. Now, I'm talking about MagicLight, and MagicLight is a tool that uses AI to help you tell stories. You can use it to generate characters, you can use it to generate the narrations, you can use it to generate the voiceover for each character, and you can also use it to do lip syncing based on the character and the voiceover that you have. And this reminds us of something. If you have been a subscriber of this channel, you would know that we've talked about tools like LTX Studio, we've talked about Focal ML, and those are all very good tools in what they do, and this is also new in the market. So yeah, let's give it a try. First thing we need to do is to just go to MagicLight.ai, and this is the official website. I mean, you can see a preview, like different previews actually, of what you can do with the tool, and we will explore each and every aspect that, well, you need in order to tell the perfect story. So we can just click on start for free. So I just used an email address to log in. I mean, you have different options. You can use your Google account, so signing up is very easy. Now, once you sign up, you will be given 300 free credits to play around with, and it hasn't really been specified whether these credits are going to be renewed monthly or so. But one very important thing, that character prompts, and it also gives you a general commercial license, which means with a free account you can make a video and commercialize it. How nice. There's also what they call the smart script support, and for a free account you only have access to generate a 1-minute video for this. So I guess what's left right now is for us to try it out. I mean, you can just pause this video and see the other pricing options. So this tool, like I said, gives you the freedom to do a lot. I mean, unlike other text to video tools that you would just input text, yes, it gives you access to do that. But just like the LTX Studio video that we made, and as well as Focal ML, you have the ability to create characters. But the thing is, those tools allow you to create characters when you have already inserted the story, and it gives you that room to just play around with how the character will look. But with this, you can create an AI character right from the get-go, and you can use this character in all your stories. I mean, you can have different video projects using the same character that you've created, and this is so important when it comes to character consistency. Now, let's say I want to create my own character. I would probably just give the character a name. So let's create a female character. I'm going to name the character Alice, and the gender will be female, obviously, and the category is a human because Alice is a human. And then for the age, I'm going to leave Alice to be a youth. This is fine. And for the style of the video style, I mean the character style rather, whatsoever character you create, it must match the style of the video that you want to create as well. So assuming I create a character with this character style, which is realistic, I can't go ahead and use this character to create a Pixar kind of video, so it has to match that particular type of video. Next, after selecting the character style, in our case, let's say we want to have a story on a character that's in the Disney section, so I can just say Disney. Next, the character prompt. Now for the character prompt, you can do something as easy as just selecting from these predefined tags, and you don't really even need to type a lot of English. So I can decide to say the hair can be long, the clothing can be a gown, the hair color we can say she's blonde, the accessories, let's give her a crown. I'm just going to give the body type, well, let's say she's slim. And you can go further to even add a face to the character, which is quite impressive. And I think for this, we can go ahead and generate a face if we want to, but I'm not going to do that. I will just show you how this clothing works, because you can give the character a clothing of your choice. So for this purpose, let's go ahead and generate a gown using PicLumen. So here on PicLumen, I just typed the prompt, beautiful gown for a young princess in a Disney movie, and I noticed the result was coming out with 2 characters within it. So I just created it in the negative prompt by saying it shouldn't be multiple people, and at least we have 2 different images. I like this one, so we can use this. Gown is so beautiful, so we can use this. I'm just going to download the image, and it doesn't matter if the gown is worn by someone. I mean, you don't really need just the cloth. All you need is someone wearing the outfit you want to use. So coming back to MagicLight, I can now just upload the image I downloaded from PicLumen, and it's going to process the image and check out if it matches something that has clothing. And that's why it will tell you to hold on a moment, and if the image has been uploaded successfully, you're going to see that message, and you're going to see a preview of the image you uploaded. So we have a description of the character, we have the clothing that we want, we have the character style, and then we have this basic description. We've also given the character a name, and these are some things that you can avoid. And well, you only avoid this when you are uploading a face, and that's why it will tell you that you shouldn't upload an image that the person isn't even either facing front, or there are multiple people in the image, or the person is putting on a cap. I mean, all these are not accepted, but you can just use something like this. So since we are not using this, let's just give the AI some level of freedom to be creative, like I always say. So let's generate the image. And one good thing is generating a character doesn't take any of your credits. So we still have our 300 credits intact from the free credits that we have. And I don't know if this renews per month, like I said, but so far all we know is that a free account comes with 300 credits. So let's just wait for this to generate. And the generation is done. I mean, this was how the gown looked. I think what it picked here was the color and just part of the crown, but well, this wasn't what I wanted. Well, since it's actually free to generate, we can always edit and regenerate, but you get the point. I mean, it's free, so just keep trying until you have your perfect character. So I'm still going to just use this. So I'm just going to click on apply, and you have the option to make this character public or just keep it private. And yes, we're going to keep it private for now. So we have our character created, and this would be our character. Once you come to my projects, you would see a tab for my character, and so far we have 1 character. I mean, we can have multiple characters created, and any story that we want to create, we can just go ahead and use our characters. But this tool also gives you an ability to auto generate characters based on how the story is. So I'm going to show you that. Next, let's try creating a video. We are going to just click on create video to do that. And the first thing you can do is to choose the aspect ratio. For this, we are going to just use landscape, which is 16:9. After that, we would now select the video language, and for us, it's going to be English, and the style as well. So there are so many other styles here. So just like I said, we have a character in a Disney format. So since we do that, I can't go ahead and select realistic or epic or any of these other characters. But what I can do is to be able to use the Disney format, and Disney is fine. So I'm just going to click on Disney, and we are done with selecting the style of the character. Next up, we would need to type in a story. So since we do have this, I'm just going to use a different AI tool to generate the story. And this also gives you the enhanced feature where it regenerates the story you've given it in a more presentable way for the AI. I won't use ChatGPT this time. Let's try using Claude to generate a story. So coming to Claude, we can just say generate a short story about a Disney princess called Alice. I think that's it. Just a short story, and let's run it. Claude is also very powerful, so just in case you have forgotten about it. All right, I know I asked Claude for a short story, but I don't know how long this story is. It's 248 words, so that's fine. I'm going to copy together with the title and then come back to this and just paste it here. But when you're using the Smart Script option, you have the option to choose the duration, and in our own case, since we're using a free account, we can only generate a 1-minute video, and it's going to refine the script to match the duration here that we've provided. While for basic script, it must follow everything we've given it in the script, which means for a free account whereby we don't have access to do a lot, we can't really be so free to know how long this particular video would be. So I guess the smart option would still work better for us in this case. And then I'm going to just select the duration and click on next. Now what it's going to do is to analyze the story that we've given it, since it has to do its own refinement and enhance some things. As you can see, it tells you that the video is approximately 1 minute and there are 12 storyboards. And when we continue with this, it's going to cost us 60 credits out of our 300. And it has generated a synopsis, different scenes, and we have scene 1 to 4, which is nice. And if we like what we see, we are going to just go to the next page, and the next page would be where we would insert our characters. Now for the characters, we can decide to use this option to auto cast, and auto casting would just give the different characters just their roles. But then if we already have a character that we want to use, in our own case we already have Alice created, we can click on generate characters, and then from our list of characters we would now be able to use the character we generated, and we can just confirm. Another option would just be once we are editing the characters, we would be able to see characters generated by others. And remember, when we generated this character, we decided to keep it private. Assuming we made it public, then our character would be one of the characters appearing here, which is really nice. I mean, if you have a very good character, then people would go ahead and use the character, and it would feel nice for you to see people using a character that you've generated to generate their own stories. So for this, we already have our own character, so I am going to just click on back. These are also refinements that we can do. We can select the voice from a list of voices here, and when you click on audition, it means you just want to preview how the voice sounds. This is where the gender would be and the character's age. For the character's name, we're going to leave it on Alice. This story is a story that just has one character. I'm surprised it didn't add more characters, but then there are times when you would see more characters added, and when you click on the auto cast, it's going to continue, just generate other characters that will match the scene and would match the style. So now that we have our character set, I'm just going to click on next to take us to the storyboard. So it's going to go ahead and generate the storyboard, and remember it said this would give us 12 storyboards, and that was what we got. So we have 12 storyboards, and each of these is a storyboard, so you can see from 1 to 12. And what this is doing right now is generating images that match each of the shots that we have in the story. So it's depending on the number of shots that we have or items on the storyboard, that would be how long it's going to take for everything to generate.
If you like what you've been watching so far, then a like to this video and a sub to the channel will be massively helpful. Now let's continue with the video.
As you can see, we have the shots generated, which looks really nice because just come on, I mean, the environment, we have a princess here with her crown. This is very nice. I mean, look at even there's another character here, there's a rabbit here, but then since we didn't really include it in our list of characters, the rabbit would just be more like a secondary character that's silent. Now, after doing this, assuming you don't like how this image looks, let's say you want to have something looking better, or let's say what she's holding here is a lens and you don't want her to hold a lens, you prefer her to hold a phone, then this is the prompt that generated this particular shot. Because each shot, as you click on it, you see the prompt that generated it. And since we've already created a character called Alice, it's just going to tag Alice and then give a prompt of what Alice would do. This also reminds me of Artflow AI, whereby once you create your own character after training the AI with your face, all you need to do is just put the art symbol and the name of the character and then tell the AI what you want that character to do. This is a very good way of having a consistent looking character throughout your story, because just look at this, like we just generated different shots containing a consistent character, and it's so nice to see that this is happening. You don't really need to think so much about the consistency anymore. And after going through everything and you are satisfied with it, the next thing you can do is to animate. And there are different ways to animate. You can either generate each of the shots as they are, or you can generate them all at once, which is a feature that LTX Studio just got rid of. I don't really know why, but to generate individual shots, all you need to do is select the particular shot, as you can see here, and then click on animate. So this will give you different options to animate, and I think this is the part that I don't really like with MagicLight, because yes, they've given us 300 free credits, but if we are to generate with lip sync, which you must choose a particular style that you want to use in animating, and lip sync is the cheapest, which is 20 credits per shot. The others are 100 and 150 credits per shot, and you can see that this uses Hail You and Runway, and they have their own feature called Animate Pro. And without confirming any of this, you won't be able to generate anything. So this is quite expensive, I mean, for our free account, so we won't be able to just generate each and every shot as an animated shot. So what I would probably do, because when I tried generating a lip sync video for each of the shots, what I noticed was the character just saying what the narrator was saying. So it's better to just have the characters just coming in different slides and there's a narrator talking, and for each shot the narrator would say something different. So we can also try clicking on next, and this will also remind you that you can do the animate, you can use the animate all feature, and it will also give you a stat of those who click on animate all, and that's what we would have loved to do, but our credits won't allow us to do so. So I'm just going to click on next, and it goes ahead to give you different styles. You can generate a cover for the story, and the cover can be generated from any of the shots that you already have within the video. And let's say this is what we like, fine, we are going to use it. You can select the style of the cover, and the style will just carry the title of the video, and this is the title of the video, Alice and the Garden Beyond, and that's the style it's going to put it in. And if you don't like this style, there are other styles that you can try, but I like this, so I'm just going to leave it. Then we go ahead and select the subtitle settings, and once again I also like this, and the background music. So it's going to ask you to select a volume for the background music. By default it's on 100%, and it would go ahead and select a default background sound, and this isn't always the same. I think it just follows the scene and matches how the story looks and what would be the best possible audio or background sound for it. So this is the one it's currently using, and you can see there are also a lot more you can choose. So now that we have all these parts selected, the next thing we are to do is just to click on generate. So once again, it's going to remind us of the aspect ratio we want to use this on. And yes, these are both landscape, but 16:9 is a wider screen, which is mostly used in videos like the YouTube video you're watching right now. So I'm just going to leave it on 16:9 and click on OK. So from there, we just need to go grab a cup of coffee and wait for this video to get generated. And our generation is done. So once again, there are multiple options to this. I mean, you can just go ahead and download it straight up, and it's going to download either as a video, or you can download individual photos, which this is nice. But then why would you want to do that? But you can go ahead as well to publish it, which would make this public to the MagicLight community. But then you can also preview before doing any of that. So that's the preview button. For now, I'm just going to download it.
In the palace garden, Princess Alice sits absorbed in ornate pages, her honey-colored hair framing a face deep in study. Holding the looking glass, she sees a reflection smile mischievously and beckon. Alice reaches out. Her fingers dance hesitantly above the looking glass. A delicate touch of curiosity. Her brow furrows, a question etched upon her face as she whispers, "Curiouser and curiouser." Her fingers plunge through the surface as easily as water, and she steps into a world unknown. Alice steps into a surreal garden, where oversized flowers dance in the gentle breeze. The flowers murmur riddles, their petals shaping into mouths as they speak. The white rabbit checks his watch, muttering anxiously, "We've been waiting for you. Only you can restore balance between our worlds." Alice steps back into the throne room, a shimmer of magic still swirling around her. The once austere hall now bursts with whimsical inventions, gears spinning, and steam gently hissing. Sunlight illuminates the joyful faces of the kingdom's inhabitants, their smiles reflecting a world where curiosity reigns.
Okay, so how was that? I mean, to me, yes, we didn't use any lip sync feature. It's not like the story had characters discussing or having a conversation, so that option was really fine with me. Secondly, I don't really like the voice used for the narration, which we had the option to preview each voice and see which one we preferred, but we didn't do it. But that's just me telling you that if you are to do this, then you have to really just go through each option, so it won't be a waste of credits. But I am here just to show you how this tool works, and if you're satisfied with this and you feel so proud of your creation, you can go ahead and publish. And publishing would mean others would have access to it, and this is what people would see. So overall, based on the options we've selected, we use just 60 credits out of the overall, total credits that we've used. But assuming we were going to use the lip sync feature, assuming we wanted to animate each shot, then that's when these credits will run out so fast. So that's it. All you see right now about MagicLight as at the time of recording this video is a beta version of MagicLight. So I believe there will be so much work still done on this. But so far, what do you think? Is this a tool that you would anticipate so highly, to use? Or then is it a tool that you feel, meh, I don't really need a new video generator. I already have the one that I use and I'm so satisfied with it? Let me know in the comment section. Let me know if you feel this tool can still be better, or if you see yourself using it and how. So thank you for watching. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.
If you have learned anything from this video, please click the Buy Me a Coffee link below. Every donation helps me to continue bringing this type of content to you.